स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम् कृपापूर्णम् जगत्पतिम् हरिषड्वर्गजेतारम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम्.
After the discourse on observing the will as non-self and abiding in choicelessness, reading about how the Master can save from rebirth at the time of death, I felt that I can let go of chasing enlightenment and just be with whatever unfold. If you do that, you will become enlightened now. That is the essence of the whole thing. Understand? That's a very beautiful traditional proverb. If you take birth in Kanchipuram, you will become enlightened. If you have darshan of Chidambaram, you will become enlightened. If you die in Varanasi, Banaras, you will become enlightened. And if you even remember Arunachala, you will become enlightened. This is the traditional proverb. In Sanskrit they say Smaranat Arunachalam, just by remembrance, the enlightenment. Somebody goes to Ramana Maharshi and asks, Master, is it a inspiring praise for those holy places, or is it fact? Is it literally true? Ramana Maharshi just laughs and says, I can say even Ramakrishna sometimes becomes emotional and utters this kind of statements. But Ramana Maharshi is a very cool, very balanced, very logical. And he says, fool, this statement is made so that you will relax from the enlightenment idea and you will become enlightened. See, going and having darshan of Chidambaram is not a big thing. Few hundred rupees, that's all. And remembering Arunachala is not even the few hundred is not needed. Just remember. So, once you do this simple job, you feel like the guarantee is given, security is over, insurance is taken. The moment you think insurance is taken and you are relaxed, you will fall sick less. Maybe insurance companies are praying separately for you. Now I have seen always people, only when they don't have insurance, that very insecurity and fear more and more disease. When they know that they have insurance, suddenly you see they become healthy. They become healthy. So when this insurance idea enters into your system, suddenly you relax from the stress, you relax from the power which is driving you crazy towards enlightenment, and the relaxing is the right method for that experience to flower in you. In the initial level, the inspiration has to happen so that you will become centered. But once you are centered, now what needs to happen is removing the restlessness. It's actually, the enlightenment is practically like cooking. You have to add something in the beginning, and after a few minutes you have to remove that same thing from above. Something has to be added, something has to be removed. You have to add the intense seeking. After the cooking happens, maybe for a few years, the intense seeking will become part of you, and whatever unnecessary thing will come out as a restlessness. Along with intense seeking, you will always add restlessness. Because the intense seeking in the initial level will be mixture of seeking and restlessness. When it boils inside you with awareness, the seeking will become part of you. Like when you add salt or something in cooking, the juice or the essence will become part of the item, and the unnecessary things will come on the top and float. When you boil the seeking with awareness, the intensity will become part of you, and the restlessness will come and float on the top. You have to remove that. Removing the impurities. So it's practically like cooking. Initially, the same person, same master will say, add intensity, add intensity. After some time, the same master will say, relax, relax. You may think, what is going on? Yesterday's lecture he told something else, and today's lecture he is telling something else. When the intensity is added with awareness and cooking goes on, it will become two part. One, the clarity, the juicy part, which will become part of you. Whatever you do, the intensity will be there. And the other part, restlessness, the impurity part, will come and float separately. You may have to remove that restlessness part and throw it away. You will see sometime. For some seekers, even if it is a foolish, idiotic, initial level question, I will be sitting and answering. For some seekers, they would have had some strong experience and coming near me. I will say, foolishness, relax, get out. Because this moment, he needs more relaxing, not any other words. So I just say, forget about this experience, relax. There are many more things to happen. Just carry on in your spiritual practice. It depends on the situation. It depends on the person. Initial level intensity, when you boil it and when it becomes part of you, it will become two things. One, the intense practice or intensely living in the present moment. The other part, the restlessness which is added. Without restlessness being part, you will never be able to add intensity in the initial level. Because every quality, when it is boiled with awareness, gets more and more pure. The tamas, when it is boiled with awareness, will become peace. The rajas, when it is boiled with awareness, it will become bliss. When the sattva, when it is boiled with awareness, it will become pure consciousness. So every quality, when it is boiled with awareness, it will become more and more pure. Tamas means the laziness or the inert feeling. That when you boil it with awareness, it will become peace. How the transformation happens. If you are more tamas based person, the silent, mild kind of things will really appeal. You will appreciate that. Because nothing much needs to be done. These kind of fellows, for them, the simple mantra, sit and repeat that for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, that kind of techniques will really appeal. That also without moving the hand, just sit. After 10 minutes, you can just have one nap, and when you get up, I think meditation. Tomorrow. This kind of techniques will really appeal. But I tell you, even this, if you add with consciousness, it is good. At least the boiling will happen. At least the boiling will happen. Then next is the restlessness, the rajasic. For them, when you add, you need to have little more stronger techniques. Whether some kriyas, the deeper breathing, or some visualization, stronger techniques. Unfortunately, the whole modern civilization has become rajasic. Very rare. Tamas has a beauty, actually. At least a tamasic guy will not do anything wrong to others. If at all I have been asked to choose between tamas and rajas, I will go for tamas only. Of course, the best is sattva, the pure conscious quality, awareness. But if only between these two you have to choose, means tamas is best, because person with tamas will be suicidal but never murderous. Person with rajas will be murderous, violent. So whole civilization has become rajasic and murderous. That's why so much of calamity. Anyhow, when you boil rajas with awareness, you will see excitement happening. So much of excitement around you. It will become bliss. When it becomes pure energy, it will become bliss. Sattva, when the sattva is boiled with awareness, sattvic people will have a kind of a techniques like unclenching, where you can't sleep, you don't have to do anything. Neither you need to do something, nor you can sleep. You need a deep awareness. The unclenching is the kind of a sattvic technique. When you boil your sattva with the consciousness, you will see the pure awareness, the pure energy happening. When I say Master can save from the rebirth. Of course, it is not only an insurance, it is fact also. So that actually leads you to the exact resting feeling. And as you wrote, the resting feeling is the necessary thing. That is what is expected by those words. However, today restlessness arises again. I felt a strong urge to follow the living master and or merge with the divine. Should I let it go, drop it in order to remain centered on Amsa Mantra within? Or should I follow the urge and get carried away with the thought? What should I do? One thing, if you actually drop that restlessness, you will follow the living master. If you carry that restlessness, you will have your own idea about the living master. I have always seen people who try and force themselves to bring love for the living master. They will have their own idea about love and they will somehow struggle and try to create. If they are a little bit successful in creating that, they will practically possess me and force me to reciprocate the same love as they understand. They will be creating hell for them and for me. Please relax. Relaxing from the restlessness and just following Amsa Mantra will really take you nearer and nearer to the living master than you trying to do something. So I'll advise only to relax.
Shri